Well, it's a grey and murky morning, but the autumn colours are clinging on, so I think it's going to be a good morning to get into the woods and do a bit of photography. In particular, there's a waterfall I'm hoping to get a long exposure shot of. I'm really hoping that the autumn leaves will provide a great contrast with the dark rocks and water. So let's go and find out. I've arrived at the location I was planning to shoot. We had quite a major storm last night, lots of wind and rain, and the waterfall is a lot livelier than I would ideally like. And I'm not seeing the colours in the leaves that I would have liked either, but that doesn't matter. That was just the sort of general plan. Let's adapt and enjoy the morning. Okay, I've got a composition I'm happy with. There's some nice light colours with the moss and the leaves in the background. I've got the tripod nice and low near to the water. There's a little bit of foreground interest with a rock that's just jutting out slightly from the water. And there's another few smaller rocks and pebbles that sort of take you up to the violence of the waterfall in the background. There's a bit of breeze, so my long exposure is showing some blur in the trees, but there's not much I can do about that really. Unless I took a short exposure and then Photoshop the two together, which I might do. I'll have a think about that. But my setup is I've got a circular polariser just to take the reflection off the top of the water, and a 6-stop neutral density filter, which is allowing me to get the real milky quality of the water that you get from having the shutter open for such a long time. I'm at f11 just to get good depth of field, and obviously low ISO, and there's enough light with the 6-stop filter that the exposure isn't too long. It's about a minute and 10 seconds I think at the moment. I just spotted another composition. It's about 10 yards up from where I took the last photograph. The river is making a very gentle S curve, and with a long exposure, and the golden leaves in the background. I'm really hoping this will be worthwhile. The weather was forecast to close in, and it's happening a little bit earlier than I was expecting, so I'll get this shot in the bag as quickly as I can before the heavens really open.